The harvest is plentiful, but the workers are few. Ask the Lord of the harvest, therefore, to send out workers into his harvest field. Jesus is fully aware, and without a hint of naivety, that there isn't enough people to do the stuff. There's actually quite a lot of stuff for us to do and to be getting on with before the second coming. It's kind of mad.
Get back to work, Stuart.
Do you know what else is mad? That it's reckoned that there's around about 10% of all the people within Christianity are really doing all of the stuff. And for somebody who kind of gets involved, that sort of sucks. Now, am I being naive?
Don't really know what's happening, Jeff.
Actually, do I think that this kind of problem needs to be addressed? And actually, yes, I do.
Surely you can't be serious.
I am serious. And don't call me Shirley.
The Bible's quite clear about us warning lazy people about not doing the stuff. And there's also calls to perseverance, because all serving is serving God. I enjoy delving into the original Greek when it comes to the New Testament, because it kind of makes me feel like I'm a scholar and sort of like I know what I'm talking about.
You're clever too.
In Luke 10:27, where it's talking about loving the Lord your God with all your heart, mind, soul and strength, the word strength in Greek has 4 major uses in the Bible, and they are ability, force, strength, might. The word means all 4 of those things, but what I'm drawn to and what resonates with me is the word ability. So this leads me to the obvious question. What ability do you have?
What I do have are a very particular set of skills.
I've noticed over the many years of trying to be Jesus-y, because I love him, not because I'm trying to work for his love, that in churches, in congregations, there isn't really an expectation to do anything except give money. Now, this is part of loving the Lord your God with all your strength, because it's an ability. If you've got the moolah, the dosh, the bread, and all those other words, and I don't know why I was doing a Cockney accent then.
Wonga!
You should give. But I think actually the word strength is more than just about giving in that respect, because I think with that mindset, it's more about making a sacrifice than it is about obedience. And we know from the word, God is more about obedience than he is about sacrifice. Think about it. If you give money, you can just have that one moment of, there you go, God, I've given it. Oh, I've done my God bit. Oh, I've done my big spiritual sacrifice, because that's what God wants. But that's not what he wants. I'd argue this is what works look like. You see, obedience is very different than sacrifice, because obedience is about that every second, every moment, every thought, every breath in, with listening and following after God at every second.
It's not easy.
And that's only doable because of Jesus taking our sin on the cross, which is his work. So answer me this. Do you have the ability to serve teas and coffees in your church? The answer is probably yes, but I'm also thinking that most people watching this video probably won't. And there could be a myriad of reasons. You think it's beneath you, you're too busy, you want to talk to somebody else, or very basically, you just don't want to.
Not good enough!
Maybe teas and coffees don't sound like the most important thing, and I'm not going to hammer down on that too much. Here's a challenge. Are you servants of God? Or are you just volunteers?
Oh.
Some of you might think, this sounds a little bit like blackmail, and is Tom very desperate for people to join the teas and coffees rota? Look, it's not that. I feel that we need to be a little bit like Moses. Moses had a staff in his hand. That's what he had, and the ability to use it. And oh my goodness, did God use that staff amazingly through Moses?
Let my people go!
I'd argue in one sense, if you're not getting stuck into where you are, congregation-wise, church-wise, are you really a part of it? Or are you just attending it like a football game? Or are you just watching it like a spectator? With what I'm saying, are you starting to see that the worship of God is more than what you were thinking and is encompassing way much more in your life than you were expecting? So, what have you got? What are you bringing? Bring it today. And whatever you do, do it for the glory of God.